Hi everyone, it's Yasmin. I'm doing it. I'm recording my first YouTube video, which sounds really odd because I don't know where should I look. Should I look on the camera? Should I look in the middle of the screen? Very confusing, very odd feeling, but probably that's what everyone is feeling while recording the first video. So let's start. A little bit about me. Um, so my name is Yas. However, it is my second name. Because my first name is Małgorzata, and it is a very traditional or Polish name, which brings lots and lots of trouble with pronunciation to all of the Brits. So for everyone at work, I'm Gosia, which is a shorter version of Małgorzata. Sorry, I had a brain freeze for a second, and yes, it's a name I have chosen for myself once I get married with my husband, which is Moroccan, and we got married in mosque, and that's why I have chosen the name Yasmin for myself. We've got 4 children. My youngest still in a primary school, and my oldest, one is in a university and one is finishing up their college. Yeah, oh, and I have got to say, I live in the UK, but hence the clue I have given you about the Brits for not being able to pronounce my name. I live in the UK, I live in London for quite a while now. I work in a primary school. I'm not a class teacher yet. However, I teach literacy and maths. I work with the children who have got a behavior problem, who not quite sure, they not really know how to regulate their own behavior. So I'm working with them, running art classes, and I also work as a TA in the class, helping a teacher with the lesson. Right, I think that's about all about me at this moment. I'm gonna take my glasses because I can see the glare. Right, I'm still not quite sure how this video is going to be laid out. If it's going to be a long rumble, is it going to be I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I'm gonna go about it, but I just felt like, you know what, I want to record video today, so here I am. I thought that maybe I'm gonna start. I'm gonna turn around now because I have got giant basket in here with projects which I have been working on. This basket contains all the projects I have been working on throughout this year, or they were started this year. There's quite a lot. Like, I have to say, the past 4 months, I've kind of started loads and loads of projects, and they are giant ass projects. But I also have finished quite a lot of projects too. So it's just kind of, it's not that I'm just starting things and never finish. It's actually I have finished quite a lot of things, but I still got a big amount of projects which needs to be finished, and I need to kind of crack on it. As you can see behind me, I'm a big fan of Barbara Anna. I love her quirky designs, and I discovered her during pandemic when I think it was an Instagram hashtag Be Well and Stitch, and her free design of the fox in the dress. That was the first one which completely I was taken by it. I just couldn't stop stitching, and then after the fox, I went for I think it's swan, and then it was everything else. So I pretty much stitched Barbara Anna consistently for like past, I would say, 5-6 months. And this is my small collection over here. I think if I will continue recording those videos, I will be showing you some of my previous finishes because they are spread out all over my house. Because you know, I have got quite obsessive personality. If I like something, I'm just kind of keep going until I have enough, and I take a break and I start doing something else obsessively until I'm ready to come back to cross stitching. Sorry, my husband is calling. Right, sorry for that. Oh yeah, I'm recording this quite late at night. It's 4 minutes past 10, because that's usually the time when I like to be in my bedroom slash craft room. Again, my kids are knocking. Right, let's start this again. As I mentioned, stitching and recording this on quite late at night, because that's the time when usually I get to sit down and relax. However, my children should be sleeping at now, but they are still messing about, so my daughter was just demanding her last cuddle. And so yeah, I'm hoping that no one is going to distract me again or stop me from recording, because I wasn't planning for it, like I've mentioned, and I am hot mess. I haven't fixed my hair, I don't have makeup, and I'm not even sure if I'm going to actually post this video. Anyway, I was talking about the project and my massive basket. Right, so the first one, which I'm totally obsessed, is by Polish designer. I bought this pattern last year because of, come on, just look on those cuts. Good God. Is by Monika Blezian, which is, her Etsy store is Igiełka MD. I'm going to put in down below or across the screen if I figure out how to do so. Absolutely fantastic design. I'm not using any of the DMCs which are recommended, because I have got quite a big stash of the DMCs I bought over the, you know, quite few months. So that's where I am. This is my project for 24 hours of cross stitch weekend. Started this last night, no, on Friday night at 9 o'clock, and I have been stitching on this quite a lot, and I absolutely love it. I'm not using, as I mentioned, I'm not using the same color. However, I'm using the cover picture as a reference, and I'm trying to match the colors from my stash, and I think this is looking absolutely fantastic. This is going to be my daughter project. She wants to, actually she loves cats, she wants to have cats. However, we are very busy family, and I don't think so we do have time for a pet yet, and I think they are still quite small, and you know, I don't want them to have a pet because, you know, because they're cute. I want them actually to be responsible and being able to look after them, so that I don't have to do everything to make this cat happy in this house. So yeah, that's what I am, with a, what's it called? Fantastyczne koty, which means fantastic feelings. Yeah. So this is my latest project. I'm absolutely loving it. Right. What's this? Oh, that's another chart I bought on Etsy. Is called Sampler Quaker Street, which is very similar to a project of, oh my god, what's this designing name? Sorry, I'm just fixing myself on a chair. Marjorie Mercy. I'm not saying this right, but she has very similar Quaker Street with houses, and so I bought this one last year, and I started this at the beginning of the month, and I'm using DMC 115, which is lovely variegated, and I think I stitched on it for like maybe an evening, 2 evenings. So I've got a first top motifs, yeah, and I'm stitching this on 18 counts Ada, because I mean, I've only started stitching 5 years ago, and I've always stitched on Ada because it was easy. It's not, and because I never knew then anything else exists. Um, so when I gradually moved to linen last year, I found it then when I stitch a small projects, or small samplers. I can hear my kids are coming upstairs and I'm getting really cross now. Right, let's try this again. I'm telling you, if any of them is gonna come, then knock the door again. I promise you I'm not gonna record this again because I am getting really frustrated now. And I have forgotten what I was talking about. What else? Oh yeah, I was talking about this project and I showed you what I was, and I really would like to finish this sometime next year because I already, sorry, some random. I already have got a wool in my house when I would like to have all red Quaker samplers, and I have got plenty of designs which I would like to stitch, and I have also there's somewhere here, oh, and I have also bought a bag of actually not bag, I bought individual threads which I would like to try it on for my future red samplers. So yeah, I'm quite excited about it. Okay, next one. This is right. This is a project I've started. I would say summer this year. After finishing one of my African after finishing my African piece, words are difficult tonight. I really get into more kind of African inspired designs. So I bought this. Right, actually, this one doesn't have the cover or photo. It has got just a chart. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to really put it back, and there are 3 designs of 2 dancers, and then the middle panel, that's the second dancer, and then the middle panel has got a this is my enlarged copy because sometimes I can see it very well. Anyway, the middle part has got a palm tree and an elephant on the bottom, which is super cute. And then yet again, I wasn't too keen on stitching a background because you can see it's a full coverage. Oh my god, I'm showing you the pattern. So I've decided I can actually get some fabric which gives me the background color, and I have bought the Fabric Flare African Sunset, and I've decided that instead of stitching them individually, I'm going to stitch them in one piece, and then each of the designed I will border, and then I just start to kind of freestyle patterns inside the, what's it called, shapes on the inside. Yeah, and then I was really excited about this project and I really loved it, and then I get excited about something else and I have completely forgotten about it, so I really need to come back to it. What else do we have in here? Oh, this is project which I could not believe how lucky I was. I was looking for something on eBay which is not even cross stitch related. I don't remember what was it, but definitely it was anything related to cross stitch, and I came across charts, Prairie Schooler original, still on a hard cardstock, all set. for £50, which at the time when I bought it, I wasn't even aware how cheap they were, because it's whole, they're all of them, and they are in a beautiful condition. Some of them, they have got markings because whoever has been stitching this before, you know, that's how they like to do. And I wouldn't mind. It does not, you know, I'm not trying to frame it or, you know, keep it. So yeah, I'm using, yeah, that was completely random. Yeah, what I wanted to say, I don't mind if they are marked at the back or if they are a little bit old looking. They are still great patterns, and I love working on it. I've started this project last year. I don't remember, last year, I don't know, sometimes last year, and I'm using some of the called for DMCs and some of the colors, flosses I have from my stash, and I've worked on it obsessively for the first, I would say, 2 months, and then again I get excited about something else and I put it on side. So where I am now, I have done the ABCD, and then the D I've kind of changed it to represent who I am, because I'm Polish. So I, instead of American flag, I put my Polish flag, the white and red. And then on the drum, where is the American flag with the symbol, I go yet again, I put the Polish flag, and I've changed the eagle from brown to white, because Polish, what's the name? God. Oh, slip in my mind. It will come back. Is white. So yeah, and then the E is done, and I start working on F, and I wanted to make my girls a little bit diverse, so I made one of them brown and one of them with a light skin, because my daughter is light skinned but my boys are brown. So I thought it would represent us as a family beautifully. And I also decide, because, you know, we all know that framing is really expensive, and I am in no position to spend hundreds of pounds to, you know, buy a giant frame. So I decided actually to split them into 2, 4, 8, four frames of 8 alphabet letters, and then frame them this way, and maybe, you know, one next to another, or one underneath another one. I'm not quite sure. This is going to be a long project, long process, because when I work on it, I absolutely love it, but then when I get excited about something else, I completely forget about it, and you know how it is. And then I'm never work on it for a really, really long time. And this is one of my oldest projects, because actually I haven't started this last year. I think this is from 2020. So this is one of my oldest WIP, which there's no way I'm gonna finish this year, but definitely I would love to be done by half. I would love to have half of the alphabet done by next year. I would say May. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. I got myself a new mug today, because me and my kids, we went to Tower of London again, because it's half time, and we had a lovely time. So I got myself a new mug. Yeah. Now, what do I have here? Quaker Dwellings by Katy Berwick, and then I have decided in this project I'm going to, instead of using this palette, I've decided to use different reds. Still don't know how am I gonna place them, which red is gonna go where, but I have got Acorn by Gentle Art, I've got Bandana by Classic Colorworks, quite lots of bandana, and then I've got a barn door twice, and then I have got DMCs 3777, and then 115. So I've started this on the piece of linen. This is 40 count, which is the first time me stitching on a 40 count, and I don't have a difficulty to see the holes or anything. However, this linen is really flimsy and is really like gassy, like a see-through, as you can tell. And that's why I've stopped, because I'm not quite sure I want to use this linen. It's too soft, it's too see-through, and it is a pain to stitch on, only because I'm using hoop and I cannot get the right tension, because the hoop is not taut, it's not taut, it's not like a drum. So yeah, I'm not really liking it. So that's why I kind of put this project on side until I decide maybe I should do this on 18 count Ada, like I like to do most of my Quakers. Okay, what's next? Oh, that's something which I haven't started yet, but it is Quaker handwork by who? Oh, with the needle and thread. I haven't started this yet. However, I've got threads which are called for, but this project is not complete, so it should be in a to go. Next one, yeah, it's something I was going to start, but then I get excited with the cut project, so a Quaker welcome is gonna go to the other basket. Oh, this is something I had really high hopes for. I got really jealous and very inspired by Olivia of Pumpkin Hollow Quilts when she was when she showed her finished anniversary of the hearts. I was like, oh my god. I followed her progress and I was like, oh my god, I want to do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do my own anniversary of the hearts in 2021, and I'm gonna include my family members, my closest, my furthest, my family, my husband's side, my side, and it's gonna be super cute. My kids gonna be here, and I was really consistent with it until January, February, March, April, May, and then after May it's another story. So I have got block 1, which is dedicated to my mum, and I'm using my own colors because why not? And I'm using Ada 18 counts Ada cloud brown. So the first block is dedicated to my mum, and second one is dedicated to my husband and I. However, we got married in November. I decided February, Valentine, it's going to be a good month for us. Then the bonus block is dedicated to my sister, which her initials are, no, not, I'm lying to you. Oh no, bonus block is not dedicated to anybody. The next block, March one, is dedicated to my sister. Her name is Ivana, she's over here, and that's the initial of her children, Dominic, Jakob and Carolina. And her husband, I did not have a space for the husband, so I left him out. Hopefully he wouldn't mind, he doesn't mind. And then the April, it's dedicated to my grandma. She was born in April. That was her birthday month, and I thought it would be actually pretty good. It was my mum's mum. She passed away almost 7 years ago, so I thought it would be lovely if this one somehow get a chance to hang in on my wall in my house. So she is going to be included in our family project. And then this project is dedicated to my husband's parents, my parents-in-law. They got married in 1967, and that's the family initial. And then that's my husband's mom initial, Bedia, and that's my husband dad, Mohammed. And I think it turned out pretty cute. I really, really love this project. And then I have got the other project which are already kind of labeled, so I know who they are dedicated to. So the next one is dedicated to my son, my oldest one. He was born in 2001, and of course this block is quite cutesy and it has got lots of pink. Sorry for the glare. I'm going to change the color, make it more manly. And then I have got blocks which are dedicated to my all other children, my 3 other children. I have got block which is just for me because, you know, why wouldn't I have one? And then I have got one for my husband. And then I'm kind of still not sure how am I going to finish the last one, the longest one, the 12 block. But let's face it, there's no chance I'm going to finish it this year. So it's going to be anniversary of the heart, 2021 till 2022. Hopefully I'm not gonna drag it even longer. And then, oh, how many more? Not too many. Right, this is something I've started again in October. It is a Toil and Trouble. Oh no, that's by Plum Street Samplers. It's, I'm not gonna show you pattern because the cover picture is on the other side, because I need this side to check what flosses I'm going to use, and then, you know, pattern as a reference. Okay, it's still on a hook. I'm using Cold Fall colors, and that's what I am. That's a big mistake to leave this on a hook, because I'm gonna have a giant circle and it's gonna take really a big effort to remove the creases. And let's face it, I won't be able to wash it because of the hand-dyed flosses. So let you be my witness. Then actually I have removed it, and as you can see, I've got a giant circle, which I'm going to hope for the best. Then it's not going to leave a permanent mark. Okay. Oh, and am I telling you about the fabrics? Probably not. All my fabrics are fabric flares, and they are either 32 or 36. And I buy my fabric from Sew It All in UK, and I buy my fabrics from Patrol Rabbit too, and some of them from Big Side Needle side. Big Side Needle. Oh God. Oh, Big Side Needle. Not sure. I need to double check. Okay. Oh, this is fun one. This is something which I've been wanting to start for a really long time. I am a big fan of 3 YouTube channels. I love all my YouTube channels. However, those 3 YouTube channels are my favorite and go-to. No, actually 4. I'm like, it's 4. And there are many reasons for it. Mainly because those ladies, they stitch what I like to stitch myself, and the videos are informative and they are fun. Yeah, so they're my favorite. And one of these ladies is Shiloh from Stitch MD. Oh God, you see, I'm a big fan and I don't know her name of her channel. This is Etude. I bought this on Etsy after I watched her WIP parade from last year. I don't know, I had it in my start for a really long time, but I never actually get a chance to go around it. So finally I've started in September, and I had a great ambition and I had a fantastic plan. Then if I do 2 a day, because there are 60 squares, if I do 80, or maybe 80, I think, how am I calculating? If I'm going to do 2 a day, I would be done, yeah, 60. So if I would do 2 a day, by the end of the month I would have all the sampler finished. However, who was I kidding? I have started, I'm using cold for colors. I've started and I was going pretty strong for, or let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 7 days. Then I stopped because I get excited about Barbara Anna. And then, but no, what happened? I have finished 7 Barbara Annas, but I've never get a chance to work on my 2 squares a day. So then, again, this one will go with me for to 2022. Okay, what have I got here? Right, this is project which I absolutely love. It is Frederica by, oh cannot, Carriage House Samplers, and I'm using Cold for DMC. And I love birds. I love stitching birds, and I have got whole folder full of birds, and I have got 2 walls in my house which are dedicated for birds, when I'm actually, what's the word, displaying my birds. So my plan is to have an even bigger collection of birds, and Frederica and other samplers will go over there. So that's what I am so far. I've started my border and the flower. Oh no, no, it's not, that's what I said. I said Frederick, and then I look on the pattern and said Frederica. No, Frederica is gonna be next one. Frederick. The dude is first. So that's where I am. And I got really upset with this project. Upset to the point that I've cried. Because I've started and I got really excited and I finished all the border, and I think it's somewhere here. I've started all the borders and then and I've started the flowers, and then I've realized that I haven't left enough space on the bottom. So the first of all, I would not have enough space to finish it, not even in a pillow, because the border is still going on, and it finishes about here. So I wouldn't even have a 1/4 of an inch to make a seam. So I decided to start it, but I was really upset. I actually cried, which my husband thought then I am completely insane, because why would you want to cry about something which is supposed to bring you joy? So I've started this on the same linen, which is 36 count shades of autumn by Fabric Flair, and that's what I am. And I stitched on this for like one evening, and then I left it because, as we all know, I got excited about something else. And it's actually a funny thing, because when I've started, I only work on one project at a time, and I was able to finish maybe 2 projects a month, 2 big projects a month, and I never get bored of working on the same project, because I usually choose what I really like. It's not because it's the new release, or because it's a new expo, or because everyone else is stitching on it. However, I kind of find that if I stitch on multiple projects at the same time, I am finishing more projects, because I am kind of keeping myself motivated to keep working, keep swapping, making the things interesting. And I think it works better for me. Hopefully. I mean, that's what I'm think. That's what I think it is. Right. My oldest WIP from 2019. This is one of the projects I started from the magazine, Cross Stitch magazine. If you have go really, it's still you can still have a look on this issue. It is September 2018, and it is by Stitchovia. Adventure awaits, and I am using my own colors because I had quite loads of flosses. It was in DMC, it was in Chinese. I had this bag of floss which my friend has given to me many years ago, and I had it for years in my drawer in my craft room, which used to was downstairs, but as my children were growing up I had to kind of turn it into another bedroom, because you know why mama is going to have the biggest room in a house for stitching when the kids in the room. So yeah, I had this bag, and as I was kind of downsizing my stash, I was thinking, what am I going to do with this floss? Because that time I was in a stitcher, I was a quilter, and I like to sew clothes. So I was like, oh, what am I going to do with this floss? But then again, I didn't just want to chuck it away, because but I also thought, like, well, I won't be able to sell it because I don't even know what's their names, and they're quite old, so like, what am I going to do with it? And I don't even know why I had this tiny cross stitch project pattern in my stash, like in between my quilting patterns. It was like absolutely ridiculous, like, because I don't even remember buying this, and it was tiny, and I was like, oh, maybe I'm just gonna try, like, what's the big deal? And there wasn't, the cross stitch wasn't as popular because it was 2015, I think, and or maybe it was popular, but I wasn't one of those cool kids. And so I gave it a go, and I loved it. And my tiny stitch is here, is in my bedroom. I'm gonna show you. Sorry, I shook you. Right, so this is it. This is my tiny cross stitch. So this part here is the cross stitch. Everything goes around, adds the like a painted border, and I've used my own colors because for some reason I had only a chart, which was tiny. It looked like I bought something on eBay, like craft related, and someone kindly, as a thank you gift, included this tiny chart. So I didn't have a floss, and like, why would I want to buy the floss if I've got this giant bag of floss someone has given to me? So I kind of try to match the color from the chart, and I use my own conversion, which you can tell is quite harsh, but I love it, and it's been here on on top of my bed for like, what was that one, 6 years now, and I love it. So yeah, so that's why I had so much stash of floss, and there are some of them, they are Polish floss, because my friend is Polish, and she gave them to me when I was visiting summer holidays, like way before 2015. So I don't know, and someone has given this floss to her, so this floss has been passing, like different people until it got to me, and I used most of this stash, and I have got very, very tiny quantity of numbers of this floss left, and I still kind of try to incorporate them into my stitching. So if I do my own conversion, I'm using these old threads because they are lovely. They kind of stiffer, but once you stitch and once you see the end product, you wouldn't be tell is it DMC or is it what's it called, Anchor, or any other one. It's just, it looks lovely. Right, enough ramble. This is so random, but I kind of feel like I'm getting I'm getting the, you know, talking to myself is not as weird as I thought it would be. Okay, so yet another one of my African inspired, African culture inspired project. And again, oh, let me show you the chart. Where is it? Oh. Again, this doesn't have got a cover picture. I'm gonna just flash it from the back. It's called African Market, and it's again long piece with those lovely I'm not sure it's a family or they are just like a random people, you know, sellers from the market. They look like they kind of walk in a single line, carry different things on them heads. They're wearing these beautiful colorful fabrics, clothing. It's absolutely gorgeous. I look forward to finish it. And this one is gonna go onto my wall as well, which I've started last year, and I have got 2 pieces on it already. It's Asian inspired, because my wall is going to be all diversity projects from culture all over the world. This is going to go there as well one day. And what was we're almost there, then another one. This is a kit I bought on Etsy. I think I will be able to put all of the information about the project down below in the description box. I will try to figure this out, and I will try to link them, so when you click you will go directly to the shop, when you actually can see what it is, what's it from, and you know, if you want to get it for yourself. This one came as a kit. Beautiful flosses. It's a Russian or Ukrainian, I'm not sure. Flosses. I mean, they're very beautifully organized when they arrive to you as a new kit, because you know I'm a bit messy, so that's what I do. I just kind of roll them around the paper, and that's why they look a little bit funny. So where I am on this, where's the project? Oh gosh, the project is here, but it's on my giant Q-snap, and I am, can see through it. I am halfway through this project, so as you can see, I have finished the cool palette with the violets, blue going to greens, and getting into, from the reds and then coming into greens. God, this project, I have been working on it for so long, then I'm not even remembering where I am. So yeah, I really love it. This project is gonna go above my bed in a bedroom, because this room I want it to be travel related, from all the places when I've traveled as a single lady, but also the places when I've traveled as a married woman. So yeah, that's what I would like to have in here. This part probably is going to be moved to my future craft room, which I'm hoping I'm going to you know, try to get the smallest room in my house, which I might just display some of my Barbara Annas and other samplers, which I'm gonna show you soon. So yeah, so that's where I am on the Night City. Okay, I've got two more. Right. This is quite new project. I started this in September, and then again, this project is from Etsy. It's from the lovely lady. Oh, what is the name of the shop? Someone from Indonesia. Oh, I will need to put across the screen. What's the name? What's the name of the Etsy shop? But this is Ayat Kotsi. It is it is a phrase. Oh, yeah, the cover picture is here. This is what it's going to be. There are words from the Quran, which I would love to stitch and hang above the Quran in our house, because as I mentioned, we are a multicultural family. I'm Polish, but my husband is Moroccan, and I would like to stitch this for him, and also for my children. My youngest children, they started Arabic school in September this year, and I am absolutely amazed how quickly they learn to read Quran, because I've tried so many times, and although I am really fast learner, I cannot grasp the language. Like, I can speak a bit, very conversational phrases. However, reading part, it is an absolutely alien language to me. So I really would love to have this piece for my husband and my children, because they're doing absolutely amazing with learning how to read Quran. I'm determined. I mean, I'm trying. I'm really, really trying. I can recognize some of the alphabet letters. However, I cannot really put them together to make a words, because, as you know, all of the dots and all of the lines, they do have a meanings, and you have to be very careful if it's the one or is it the second one, because it changes the meaning of the word. So, yeah. And let me show you what I am. I'm using, this is, what did I bought this fabric? I bought this fabric from a patchwork rabbit, and it is 32 count, just a grey or chalkboard linen, and that's my massive start. The only reason I have only that little amount stitched is because I am a left top corner stitcher starter, and this project I've started from the middle because I don't know how to measure linen. If you've noticed, when I stitch on Ada, I use friction pen, and I count 10 holes, and I know this is 1 square. So I do my markings from both sides, so I know this is my length and my width of my project. So I know my project is gonna end over here, and on the bottom is gonna end over here. Then I can give myself enough border. Maybe I'm a little bit, skinny here, and I know when to start and I know when to finish, and everything just fits perfectly. However, with linen, because this is a circular design, I don't know when to start my left top corner. So I've started in the middle just to be on a safe side. But then again, I cannot go from right to left because it feels uncomfortable. And then if I flip it over, because you can flip it over and you can do upside down X's, so then when you turn, it's facing the same way. I just cannot get my head around it. So there are two options. I've either changed this linen for black Ada, or I'm just going to win it and start somewhere, and we'll see what happens. But this is a little bit out of my comfort zone, because I love my order. I don't do projects like start on the whim. It freaks me out a bit. Right, and then I have got 2 more projects. This is my favorite designer. God, I feel like a stalker. I probably stitched everything what she published in the World of Cross Stitch, plus some of the design in her Etsy store. And you must know her, because she is absolutely amazing. It's Jenny from Home Stitchness. Absolutely gorgeous design. I am a massive stalker. It's not even fun. I am a stalker. I'm literally anything she published, or anything is published by Words of Cross Stitch, designed by her, in 3 days I'm gonna have it done. So this is one of the flower wreath I'm working on, and I have finished. There are 4 others which I finished, and I turned them into pillows, and I will show you them maybe next time if I decide to record again. And I'm using, this is Picture This Plus 18 counts Ada in a mystery color, and I'm using my own color conversion. Let me see. Yeah, no, that's pretty accurate. Maybe. Yeah, so I don't have much left, and I don't know why I've stopped. So yeah, that's what I'm going to finish, because I also do my trays, and my trays have got theme as well. So I've got birds and flowers and patriotic, you know, Polish patriotism, and I haven't incorporated any Moroccan history and, you know, anything, because I don't know much about it. But I do have got my like Polish patriotic tray when I put like flags and, you know, all of these historical important things in there. I'll show you one day if I decide to record again. So that's the one, and the last one is Jenny Home Stitchness, and this is from the magazine. It's called Festive Hanging, and they are from the cross stitching, the World of Cross Stitching issue. I'm not sure, December 2018, 2019. And yeah, I have finished one of this, because they are like a flat finishes, but I have done my one. That's how they are finished in a magazine. So I have finished, which one I have finished? I have finished this one, and I turned it into a pillow. And this is the second one, which is there, and I'm almost done with it. So I'm hoping I'm going to be able to display this on my Christmas tray this year, because there's not much left to do. And then also from the same magazine, however different issue. I don't have a pages for it, because this pattern I'm using Ridley, so I'm stitching from my iPad. However, that's not my favorite way of stitching. I like paper copy, because I'm like an old dog. I like, you know, I like to see things. My iPad is when I watch movies or when I watch Flosstube while I'm stitching, but I found it difficult to follow the pattern from the iPad, because I'm wearing glasses, and then the reflection of the screen, I just don't like it. So this is going to be an initial, and it's like surrounded by the wreath, Christmas wreath, and the other side is exactly the same. So it has got like the olive leaves and the berries, and this is gonna be the Y for Yas, and then I'm gonna do one for my husband and for my kids, and I'm gonna turn this into an ornament. So I'm hoping that this will be done this Christmas. I mean, for this Christmas, before Christmas 21, and they will be hung on my Christmas tree this year. So yeah, that's what in my basket currently. However, they are not all of my WIPs, because I have got some WIPs in the tray over here. However, I don't want to bore you to death, because if I show you everything today, then I would have no reason to record another video. But which I haven't decided yet what's going to happen. Anyway, once I finish rambling, and I'm going to look it over, if that's actually something I would be brave enough to post, or maybe I'm just, you know, wasted 45 minutes of my stitching time, and this will never go into the world of YouTube. Anyway, so I think that's it from me today. It was lovely. It was lovely to talk to myself, and I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. if you have seen it. And hopefully there will be a video number 2. So bye for now.